Morning! Dropping the kids off at school, heading to work. It's pretty convenient when work's right across the road. Well dang, BJ beat me here. Where's the livestock?
At the feed wagon.
Oh, there they are. Oh, I see little squishy. Do we know if little squishy's male or female? Oh, so we're gonna go with a he. Yep, it's definitely a he, him, her. They, their, them, it. That's Squish.
What pronoun are you? You ever seen Christmas Vacation?
Let's say this reminds me of Christmas Vacation.
Little knot there, Russ.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Okay, so this is Friday the 24th. Our plan of attack this morning here is prepare these grain bins to receive new corn. What we're going to do is start by cleaning out the test shack, and then when we get that, we're going to start greasing everything. We're going to restock the fridge with snacks and all that good stuff for harvest, because I mean that's pretty top priority around here.
Is this yours? This looks good and fresh.
I don't think so. Mine's I usually use the bigger ones. Oh, that was chunky.
Oh, that's got. I've never smelled a coffee cup with an odor.
But anyways, BJ's going to climb up at the top of the leg and grease that motor. I'm going to grease the ones down here on the ground. No, I'm joking. I'll climb up there and grease that one. Every unloader here has a grease fitting. I don't know what the service recommendations are on them, but we always do it at the start of harvest every year on every grain system we have. We just know that way that they're at least getting done once a year. I'm pretty sure you're supposed to grease your leg like every couple months, but we don't. Anyways, to do that, we've got to tie down our AGI lines, our AGI lines. I get those tied down. We'll show you that here in a second. Probably clean up the test shack here. Yeah, then we should be good to go. So this is our number one holding bin. Our number one bin, but is also our holding bin. Here, I'll just show you the diagram we got here. Show you how grain works here if you're new to the channel. Here's the drive-through. That's where we're at right now. This is where grain will be received. So we dump into here. It goes into the leg. Depending on moisture content, I'm going to guess that this corn we're going to be doing here soon, it's going to be wet, so it's going into the wet bin. From the wet bin will fill the dryer automatically, and then keep that dryer full as it needs. And then from the dryer, it would probably be going into number 2 bin. So the dryer cannot dump into the big corn bin, which is right here. So we have to run everything that gets dried into this number 2 bin, then transfer it into the big bin. Probably going to leave number 3 bin as beans. So that's kind of how grain flows through here. When we start doing beans, we'll be able to dump them right into the leg, straight into that bin. So yeah, there you go. And look, we even got Squishy there. Now this little building that I'm in right here, this little closet off the drive-through, this is where we will be testing grain. That's where whoever's dumping trucks, if it's cold, they can stay in there. There's a little heater in there, keeps them nice and toasty. So our plan is to do some corn Monday, I think. That's my goal. So Dad had a tragedy this morning. His computer died. And unfortunately for the rest of us, that's the computer that everyone's records are on. Our taxes, all of our balance sheets. I mean, everything, you know. So naturally we had it backed up, of course, since it was that important. Well, I don't know what this leg belt sizes are. I'm going to go up there and grease that at some point today. I'll let you know. So this is our AGI cables. Basically everywhere you see one of these green pieces is a sensor. We can get on an app on our phone and see the moisture where every one of those sensors are. It also controls our fans, so because of those sensors, we'll be able to determine if we need to kick the fans on to cool the bins. They worked great this year. We had 0 hot spots, and on the bean bin, we were actually able to take those beans that went in too dry at 10% back up to 12.5% when we sold them, so that actually made us money there. It's almost time for harvest. We're almost officially ready. So yep, we are running another 1319 grain cart from Unverferth. The exact same as the previous 2.
Even the same guy delivering it.
Well, the bins aren't ready. The trucks aren't ready. The combine's kind of ready. You just want to hook it up and send it? Perfect. BJ got his begonias back. His words, not mine. So one thing that we have to do is get our airlock broke free. So with this drying system, it is continuous flow dumping into an air system. So there's a blower over there blowing air through here, and this is the airlock. It's trickling grain into it. Every year, seems like this thing seizes up. Last year it seized up pretty good. This year it seems free. Yeah, it's going free, so that's good. Last year there was a lot of working words, a hammer and a 2x4 and some gasoline involved. But basically, once the grain gets in this pipe, it's going over through here, and that's how we determine what bin it goes to. This would be like our, kind of like a distributor. If this was a leg, this is an air system. I don't know what they call it, airlock or whatever. But here's where we can select what bin it goes to with this apparatus here. Now that we got this thing broke loose and everything's working on it, probably won't even have to use a dryer. Best case scenario. So I figure we gotta check these gearboxes. Good thing, that one's out of oil. Perfect. And then there's a few grease fittings out here we gotta hit. Mostly on the dryer, I think. I'm trying to remember where they're all at here.
Must be up there.
So this is broke free. One of the gearboxes has been checked. We don't have any oil with us, so we're going to go think about this situation over a ham sandwich and form a game plan from there. You driving your man truck?
Sure. What? It's almost harvest season.
Yeah, grain cart snacks. We got some snacks.
Oh, sure you did. I got from there.
Man, he got fished. We ate a ham sandwich. He didn't even ask us. Well, the countertop's at least clean. That was school, kids.
Good. Step on that.
Yep. Up, down. Well, BJ, I greased my half the leg.
I was just up there.
Oh, congratulations.
That's when the SIM card went bad.
Best part about this leg is it's not in the ground. The worst part about this leg, it's not in the ground. So the trade-off with having your leg above ground like this one, all your augers are also up in the air. At the other place, you don't have to step over augers very much. I mean, they're, like a foot off the ground versus like 3 or 4 feet like those ones over there. Stretches. That's the first step. Woo! Alright, one step. It's the eye of the tiger. Woo!
Are you tired already?
Making my arms pretty tired.
You still have so much more to go.
Yep, there's the first 30 feet.
Daddy doesn't do the deal.
Alright, so we're at the top of the leg. Ooh, it's a climb. Oh, I think I've gained some weight since the last time that happened. But anyways, looking out over the field here, you can tell when Dad got to here, he had one variety in one box, one variety in the other, so you can see the different corns. Looks like one of the corns is got a little bit more life left in it. I don't know if that's from disease tolerance or longer day corn or what happened there. And then this corn out here just has strips where it's dying pretty fast. So some of this does have a disease called southern rust. So I don't know if that's what we're seeing in it. It came pretty late, so it just kind of killed it after the ear was already developed. So I don't think it's going to hurt us quite that bad. But anyways, right up here is what we have to grease, right there. And then we have to grease that. While we're up here, we will also check out our belt, which I did not bring a wrench for because I'm a ding dong. But we have a pull rope up here so BJ can Send me one. So there's definitely something living in there. Oh, it's dead.
Turns out it's dead! Yeah, it's a baby bird of some sort, but it's dead.
Not gonna lie, I just want to hold the trigger down this gun and see if I can drop some grease down on BJ's head. Didn't allow for the wind. All right, back on solid ground. No, I didn't have a harness on. Yes, I should have, but don't worry, if I would have fell, I wouldn't have shown you. So while I was up there, BJ decided to take the boots out, and we definitely neglected that for a while. That is disgusting. I could smell it from about 30 feet up.
In positive news, I'm going camping tonight, and I've got plenty of bait to go fishing with.
Yeah, there's some moving stuff in there.
This side's not good. Get a close up of that bucket.
Oh, I see one moving right there. There's a few of them in there.
Here. Quality.
So we're getting ready to start a bait and tackle shop.
We're filming an episode of Fear Factor.
Yeah.
That's probably too old of a show for the young crowd.
Is that the one with that Joe Rogan guy? The podcast guy?
I totally forgot that was Joe Rogan.
Yeah. So we got the leg boots installed, cleaned out, good to go. Now I'm going to grease these motors over here. Oh, might as well do it now while we're all covered in grease. Woo! Shoot. Climbed a couple 100 feet today. Fall off the goddamn
3 feet off the ground.
That might be bad. Might be out. And that's a problem. Okay, so one thing I'm gonna put over here in the drive-through is a Midland Radio. That way whoever is dumping the trucks can communicate directly with the combine. I've got a MXT 400, which is one of their more powerful radios. I've got an antenna, and I've got a box that will basically convert power for that radio. So I'll get that set up in here somewhere. All right, so this is the box that's going to power that radio. I think it'll work. This will be going outside eventually, and I'll probably run it to the top of this building, but it's getting late in the day. Just want to make sure this thing works, so I'm going to turn it on and see if we can get a hold of Dad on the radio. Alright, we got our privacy code. Let's see what happens. Hey Dad, you down in the office? He might not be now, his computer's not down there. We'll get our other radio and make sure this thing works. See if we can use this radio and make it work. Wonder if we could hear it from here. Oh, I think I heard it. Oh, we could really mess with people in the drive-thru. Check. Can you hear me? But I think that's going to do it for today. It's about 6:30. I'll go home and mow my yard, eat some dinner. And like I said, today's Friday. We'll probably be back over here tomorrow and chip away a little bit more and be ready for harvest. Thanks for watching, folks. Don't forget to thumbs up the video, and we'll see you in the next one. You know, you might want to subscribe too. A lot of harvest footage coming up. Don't want to miss it. At least I hope you don't.